Hey guys, you're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host Kyle Brotherson, and today I'm testing the Klim XC line of off-road gear. I'm here in the Utah, Alpine mountains, and I've found the snow. I've come up to the snow level. It's mid-May, and we're up here in the pines and the aspen trees with this gear. Probably should be wearing the Dakar series today, but I thought it was going to be, in the 80s, and I think it is still going to be today down in the valleys. So I decided to wear this XC line of gear. When I find a product and a company that I like, I want to see what else they have to offer. And that's pretty much what happened. I reviewed the Klim Dakar series of gear, and I was impressed with that enough that I went ahead and I picked up the XC line of gear. And so I want to review that. But I just want to say that the Klim gear that I've been testing here is as good or better than any of the other gear that I've used in the last 5 years. I know there's a lot of gear manufacturers out there, and a lot of people make a lot of good gear. This Klim gear is exceptional. So we'll talk about that here today. As I bring you into a tighter shot and show you some of the features of this stuff, you'll notice again that this is dirty. And if you were here and could smell this stuff, it smells like gas. And that's because I've been out riding with this stuff. I actually have tested this. I've worn it for hours and hours now out there on the trail, and I'm ready to tell you what I think about it. The XC line of gear is basically what they call their semi-ventilated gear, and it is quite highly vented. If you look on the front, you're vented. There's a little bit of a vent system in the mesh on the front here, just the way that the fabric is. But on the back, this is very, very highly vented on the back, so you can bleed off a lot of air, a lot of heat through the back. Just like they did on the Dakar line, they've got like silicone prints here on the back, on the bottom of your jersey on the back, to help keep that to kind of tucked into your pants, which I really like. And man, this stuff was comfortable. It was very comfortable. Along your sleeves here on the elbow, you've got a little bit of an elbow pad right here to give you a little bit more protection should you go down on your elbow. They also have like a little bit of a stretch fabric here on the sleeves as your hand comes out, so that keeps it a little bit tighter on your wrists. It's really, really comfortable. I like the way that the neck works. I'll put this on in just a minute and let you kind of see what it looks like on somebody. But this stuff is just quality gear. It's kind of like a no frills gear, but it is strong and it's comfortable. And I think that's kind of the main thing for me, is once I put it on, I'm comfortable with it. You can see I've got some roost marks. I don't know how well you can see it because of the lighting here. This isn't overly dirty, but I have been using this. I've ridden it for 5 hours on 2 different sessions. So we weren't very muddy the days that I was riding. Over to the pants. The pants, I think, are even more comfortable than the Dakar line. The Dakar line is more of a warm weather gear. This is kind of like a semi-warm weather. I mean, it's like a racing pant. So it's not nearly as warm as the Dakar series. And I think they have a Mojave series that would be even hotter weather gear than what this is. Some of the features, though, that I like on this, going back to the silicone that they print on the bottom of the jersey, they also print silicone on the back of the pants right here to help grip onto your shirt, to keep that from coming out. You've got, hanging mesh on the inside of these pants to help, wick the moisture away from you. And everything here in the knees, this is articulated and it stretches. And honestly, if my jeans were built as well as these pants, I would never take them off and I'd never wear them out, because this stuff is just built with some high quality. I mean, I don't know what the materials are here, but it is very high quality, and this one was extremely comfortable. I really like this. I mean, there are stretch zones in all the right places throughout the crotch, throughout the knees, throughout the back. You've got different fabrics in different areas so that you don't wear through stuff on your seat. It's just really, really great. Lots of durable fabrics, and see, here's more of the stretch material here. There's stretch material here up below the waistband. There's the stretch material here. You know, they just give it to you. You've got your leather guards right here so that you don't burn yourself on your pipe on your bike. You're stretching this way, you know. I mean, it just goes on and on. Inside of your boot, they've got different materials so that it can help to kind of wick away the moisture, and so that you don't sweat quite as much. And I was just really impressed with this stuff. I'll try to roll in some footage here as we go of me using the stuff, me out in the wild with this stuff. Another thing that was really great, adjustable waistbands right here. So on both sides, you know, you can adjust that waistband, you know, in or out. I ordered this in a 32 size waist because that's what I am. But super nice. And then as far as the gloves go, the gloves on the XC gloves, you don't have a strap. You just, you know, slide your hand in there, and there's no like Velcro strap to move over. So that's kind of a nice feature. I know some of the gloves have that, some of them don't. So, and I had 0 complaints with these gloves. I mean, again, they kind of print some silicone stuff on the gloves, and it doesn't take me very long to start to wear that stuff off. So we'll see, time will tell. Just for reference for sizing, I'm 6 feet 0 inches and about 170 pounds. I wear this is a large jersey, so 6 feet 170. This is how the large jersey fits, and these pants are the 32-inch waistband, which you can adjust very easily here. It comes a little big, and then you can kind of cinch it down just a little bit. But this is what it looks like when it's on, and it is very comfortable. It's nice. It's got all the right, you know, stretch in all the right places. When you're up on your bike, as you can see, everything just flows very nicely down into the boot. They make this with an over the boot pant, and I actually haven't had an over the boot pant yet. I want to maybe try one and just see what I think. This one's obviously inside the boot, but everything just fits really nice. And when you're up on the bike and you know you're sticking your feet out around corners and things, everything, it doesn't pull. It doesn't feel weird on your knees. It doesn't feel weird, you know, in the butt. It just actually feels really nice. I'm not getting any funny pulling on my shoulders. This one doesn't have, you know, on the Dakar series that we showed, it had like a little bit of like shoulder pads. This does not have the shoulder pads. This is much more of a no frills gear, but it's vented nice. It fits nice. It's got, you know, I think it has just the right amount of features in just the right places, but more than anything, as you see the back of it, I would say that this is just comfortable, very comfortable. And as long as it's not like crazy hot, this is probably the riding gear to wear. So, hey, if you want to help support Dirt Bike Channel, one of the best things you can do is go over to dirtbikechannel.com/parts, and I've got a link there that you can use to order some parts through Rocky Mountain ATV. If you use that link before your next order, I'll get a very small referral bonus. And that just helps to be able to provide more of this content to you, because as you might expect, this stuff is expensive and time consuming to do, and I want to bring more of it to you, and that's one way that you can help me to do that. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.